So again, prior to the show, while we were doing some research, August and I felt that you had the best explanation on what infinite banking is. So could you give us a crash course on exactly what infinite banking is?
So infinite banking is a strategy, and that's the first thing. It's a strategy of how you kind of mimic just what the banks do already within your own personal business and investing economy. So when you look at a bank, whether you deposit money in a checking or a savings, whether you spend it or whether you borrow to spend it or invest, the bank makes a profit. You could do any of those things, they make money from it.
Yeah.
So what infinite banking is actually just taking that model and implementing it in your own life with the exact same kind of concept where instead of depositing money in a commercial bank and save it there and spend it from there or borrow to spend and invest, you're just doing it through your own system now. And you get to stand a profit and your family gets a profit. So your economy kind of flourishes because if you think about it, the world, and this was one of the best, conceptually, one of the best ways I think it was explained to me by Nelson Nash. He said, MC, if you think of the world as just one big giant pool of water, it's just one thing of water. You've got all the different oceans, they're connected. You got the rivers, they're connected, and they're connected to the oceans. And then you have underground water. So, the earth gets hot, the water starts to evaporate, it forms clouds, it starts to get heavy, it breaks, and it just comes down. And where does it go down to? Back into the oceans and the river, underground water. And it's all just one giant pool of water. It always comes back. That's the system. He said, now look at the commercial banks. They've got it figured out with money. They literally have it figured out. Because if you think about it, regardless of what you do, the money always returns to back into the commercial banking system. If we go to have a nice dinner, have some nice wine, enjoy some good food, at the end of it, we'll pay for it, and it will go from our checking account or credit card company into the merchant account of the restaurant. They would pay their staff, they would pay the wait staff, and they would go deposit those money in their banks. And it goes over and over. Whether you buy real estate, you take cash or a check to closing table, it's going to end up in somebody else's bank back into the system.